Good morning, everybody. Rey Isidro, assignee of record. I'm here for a judgment debtor exam at the Justice Center in San Bernardino. This case arose from the fact that a real estate broker asked an 85-year-old to pay him $50-some thousand for an investment. And it just so happened that he failed to pay him back. So the judgment creditor sued and won a judgment here in San Bernardino. And I'm here to enforce the judgment. Judgment debtor exams are really our most powerful weapon. It is an extremely powerful weapon simply because of one reason: subpoenas. Remember this, subpoenas are something where you go and you order somebody to send you information. For instance, I can subpoena this guy's bank records. I can subpoena the insurance company for their policies. I can subpoena, and I did subpoena his wife. I did subpoena his father and his mother. They didn't appear today, okay? And so guess what? We're gonna go in there, we're gonna talk to him and see what kind of assets he may have or may not have. We're gonna see whether he is willing to pay some or part of the judgment to us. But judgment debtor exams are fun, and you have to look at it as fun. You can't look at it as dreadful. And I look at it as fun because it's my turn to grill or to ask questions. So judgment debtor exam here in San Bernardino Justice Center. I love this courthouse. Look at all the palm trees around us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hello everybody. What an interesting judgment debtor exam that was. Interesting simply because it was very, very quick. Here's what happened. The judgment debtor and his wife appeared, and but they failed to bring the subpoena documents. And also, while I was asking them questions, he basically told me he didn't want to talk to me or make payments to me because I'm not the original judgment creditor. So because of that, we immediately went to see the judge again. So we got in front of the judge. Interesting. And I told the judge that I wanted the judge to order the judgment debtor to answer my questions. And the judge then, we went into this whole hullabaloo about, do you have an assignment of judgment? And I informed the judge that we do. And her clerk said it was filed on such and such a date. So the judge now knows that I have an assignment of judgment that is filed with a court file. The other thing that's important to know is that the judge then asked me for copies of the subpoena for the judgment debtor. I handed that to her. And then I also handed her attachments 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when we go into a judgment debtor exam, you have to have everything in hand. And I happen to have everything in hand. And so the judge told him that he had to answer questions. In fact, one of the things that she was looking at was the list of documents they were supposed to bring. And she asked, did you bring your driver's license? And then she asked him, did you show it to him? And he answered, yeah, I did, but I didn't show it to him. And then she asked him, do you have insurance policies? And I was laughing because the judge says, do I have to read everything off here to you? You're supposed to bring everything because this gentleman is trying to get paid on this judgment. Then she went into a whole thing about, bankruptcy, because he was threatening to do bankruptcy. By the way, this guy doesn't realize it, that I'm a secured creditor in his bankruptcy, should he file for bankruptcy. Why? I already filed my UCC JL1 and I filed my abstracted judgment years ago. So he may do that, but he cannot escape me because I'm a secured creditor. Now, the only way to escape that is if he has no assets. But nevertheless, we had to have a continuance of 30 days, I think to June 17, to come back so that he can then bring all the information that was subpoenaed. And it's interesting, I said in the previous video that subpoenas are powerful, and that's why judgment debtor exams are powerful, because we can have subpoenas. And what's interesting, he told me later on, inside the little room behind us, when we went in there, he said, my wife is very scared. My wife is terrified. Those are sweet words to a guy like me. Why? Because I'm going to subpoena her and her alone if he fails to pay. But the fun part of this business is judgment debtor exams. If I didn't do this judgment debtor exam, guess what? There's no chance that I would make any money. No chance. Now there's a chance. You guys, judgment debtor exams are powerful.